So I'm going to stop on that. And with that question, I mean, how long in the relationship was that about at
Um,
that point?
I would say I believe, like I said, I believe they started dating towards the end of 2017, maybe. I don't know
Okay.
exactly when, but I know that they worked together, and that's how they started dating. But he wasn't living there, so it would have been the very beginning of 2018, because
Okay.
I
And
left
he
June 2018
and
around that
remember,
time.
folks, remember everybody, in June is when the pictures started coming from the phone. When you look at the records, I think June
Yeah.
17th, and I can go back and look at my timeline, is when we started seeing pictures. So this roommate, this ex-roommate moved out in June of what you said, 2019 or 2018?
18.
18. And that's when the pictures that the police recovered started coming, and they have that in their record. So on to the next question. We know, got the timeline straight, and I'm so glad that you were not there when that was happening, because I know that you already
Oh,
like feel guilty and you carry that, and you shouldn't.
I
It's not
I I would
anything
have.
you could have done. I know.
I'm happy. He better be happy. I don't even never. I can't say that on air. So, anyways,
I know. I feel the same way as you.
you
I,
know,
yeah, I can't say anything. All I could say is shotgun and
yeah,
groin area. All
that's
right.
about yeah.
So,
Would
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So another question I had, and we talked about, Jenn and Stefan being in the room together. And
Mhm.
I'm going to ask this question, but then I'm also going to add something to it, and then have you answer. Since Maddie, Jenn, and Stefan were in the room, all three of them were in the room together. Was it because Maddie didn't have a room, or did she have her own room and they were all just hanging out in one room?
So they were just hanging out in one room. Everybody had a room. Jen. So in the condo, it's a 4 bedroom condo. You have two
Right.
masters, one on the bottom floor, one on the top. So there's 3 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bedroom downstairs. And Jen had the master bedroom upstairs. I had a room, and Maddie had a room. And then Jen's dad had the master bedroom downstairs one. And so he would occupy the living room. It's, I mean, rightfully so. It's his house, right? So they would
Right.
usually hang
Lawn.
out up there because he's a movie guy. He would watch movies and TV shows and things like
Right.
that. So he'd often occupy the living room. So that's why they would be in Jen's room.
Understood. Now,
And
the only thing I could input for you on that is, somebody said something to me. They gave me an answer and said, "Oh, that's normal for kids to want to hang out with their parents." True, but that was not her parent, and it was a new ish boyfriend that was
perfect,
just coming into the house.
exactly.
So
So
that's what I want to add to that. That's not something that is normal to me. If I
no,
was dating, I'm married, but if I was dating someone and I had a girl or a boy, I would not be hanging out in the room with all three of us like that for a very long time.
yeah,
So he wasn't a
same.
parent. Let's clear that up, right?
Right, correct. No, absolutely not. I would not either, I don't. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So, no, he was
Yeah,
not a parent in any way, shape, or form. He wasn't living there at that time at all. He like I told you before, he maybe had a couple of drawers, and I didn't hang out
right.
with them, super often, and but that's what they would hang out because Maddie's dad, Maddie, sorry, Jen's dad had the downstairs in the living room, and Maddie would hang out wherever she wanted to, whether it was downstairs with her grandpa or with her mom or
Right.
in her room. During that time, she wouldn't always hang out with them either with me. If I was there, I'd go hang out with her and we'd color and do some arts and crafts or, fly a drone or something like that. But
So cute.
she'd hang out wherever she wanted to.
How was her demeanor with you when she was with you? Was she like smiley and happy and kind of like, because my daughter's like that. She's
Oh,
very like,
absolutely.
she very huggy and sweet. Was she like that with you back then?
Absolutely, yeah. Maddie and I had a great relationship. I love kids.
Right.
I have children myself, and they are
Right.
the most beautiful people in my life. And so I get along with them well, and kids genuinely like me. I believe they can tell if you're a good or bad person right away. So
Right.
I we hung out, and I did things that she wanted to do because I don't do a lot of childish things.
Right.
If I play video games, it's like Zelda. So
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
a
I can't
rarity,
get
but
into it.
yeah,
But he
no.
did it for
So
her. He did it just to interact with her and,
right. So we would hang out and, laugh and stuff, especially if Jen was, or doing whatever, if she had gone out, and I was chilling or staying with Maddie, she would stay with me if I was
okay.
home. And so we would, just hang out and do normal things that she wanted to do. It wasn't anything other than that. And it's just
Understood.
so,
No.
oh, it's just
I
so
just
much.
wanted to know her
Whew.
demeanor, if she was still
she
a happy kid
she was
at
so
that
happy.
time.
she was
Okay.
she was so she was absolutely from the bottom of my heart, just the sweetest, kindest, just funny, loving kid. And she just a beautiful soul, and that's definitely what she had. And she
Absolutely.
was robbed and failed,
By
and
everybody. Yeah,
everybody,
buddy. The system, the teachers, her mom, and
everybody,
I'll say that loud. Just everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm glad you did get to spend time with her and get to know her. You're lucky on that
I
level, because I
I
wish I
feel
would have got to know her.
I feel blessed and honored, and I'm grateful that I got to be a part of her life for the time that I did. And the world definitely was missing out on one of the
Right.
most amazing human beings that would definitely be. She was genuinely kind, and that's a rare thing these days. So uh,
Absolutely.
I feel like we were
Absolutely.
robbed of that, and it's very heartbreaking.
It is.